come up for me. I'm Lawrence. I'm the Managing Director of Southeast Asia from the Dyna.Ai. So first of all, I would like to thank you, ICCA's invitation. So it's really my privilege to have this opportunity to share AI workforce in contact center, delivering efficiency and consistency customer experience. Before I start, can I have a quick show of hands? How many of you have already deployed the AI workforce in your environment? Not yet? Oh, I saw a couple of hands. Okay, so some of the pioneers, right? The majority probably you don't have. Okay, let's see how we can help be a AI workforce partner. So Dyna.Ai is a world-leading AI as a service company. So basically, we provide a full stack of AI capabilities. From the discriminative AI, which is predictive analysis, to generative AI. So we are not just giving a tool or technology or even tokens, right? So basically, we focus on the customer's business outcome. So it's really outcome-driven, the AI. While we believe the global best practice is important, we always think there's a no one-size-fits-all. Local adaptation is crucial, especially in Indonesia, when we look at it from the language, from the culture, and from the regulation perspective. So we currently operate in 4 continents, 8 cities, including the one office in Jakarta, which we are at a CBD, and we are trusted by this amount of enterprise worldwide. Okay, let me switch the gear a little bit. Because there are many companies nowadays, they say they are the AI company, all right? But actually AI is spread across multiple features and the layers. So that's why we developed this Agentic AI 6-layer model to help to crystallize the concept and to identify where do we play. If you look at the bottom, right, is that chip makers, that's the hyperscaler, and on top of that, you have a generic foundation model. So those are familiar names, LLM. So just to clarify, we don't play at these 2 layers. We start from the specific foundation model. So we have vertical models, which is for FSI, which is trained by humongous amount of the financial data. This gives us more deep insights as well as quick response. On top of that, this is the agent builder layer. So for the Agent Studio is really our flagship product. You can view this as an AI factories. It produces a lot of AI agents, AI workforce. So it can be telesales, marketing agents, and as well as customer service agents, collection agents, credit assessment agents, and the interview agents. So those agents are your AI workforce, and you need to send to them to the workplace. So you can send them to the environment like a contact center, all right, conventional banking, as well as underwriting, reporting, and the recruitment, all the different working environment. So Dyna will play at these top 4 layers. We choose our battle carefully. Okay. Let me zoom into a little bit details into how to build a complete AI workforce. From the AI agent perspective, there are 3 types of the AI agents. The first one is conversational agents. So it's really talking to the customers. It's through the engaging your customer. For example, like understand the complex conversation, multi-terms, as well as to be able to hand off to human for the complex scenarios. So the use cases, it could be the customer service, could be the digital onboarding, sales engagement, and the sales services. The other type is the process agents. So this type of the agents is really to help you to execute a series of the processes and the steps. So it can handle the end-to-end workflow automation and to form the processing and the data validation, as well as to review the data entries. So the use cases is for the claim, processings, operational onboardings, as well as for the back-end automation. Then you also have inside agents. That's a certain type of agents, right? So this really gives you the intelligence to make up decisions, do the reasonings, and the document interpretations, and extract some of the critical informations, and as well as it can do the compliance check and the policy validations. So the use cases for this kind of agents is really like credit assessment, underwritings, compliance, as well as the risk analysis. So these three types of agents operate in a coordinated AI workforce. Okay, let's take a look, zoom into in a contact center, what kind of AI workforce you can have. So the first one, you can have outbound agents. All right, so that's very much for the telesales, for the marketing. So the outbound agents, the key objective is really to be able to identify the customer intents in a very precise way. So there's no one size fits all. So a lot of time, different customer, different scenarios, you need to use personalized approach based on their own data. I remember just now some of the speakers mentioned about that, right, to be more precise. And also, outbound agents usually come to with like certain scenarios or certain spikes, right? So how to rapidly, quickly scale the campaigns is become like one of the key critical challenges. But while it can be addressed by the outbound agents here. For the inbound agents, the second type, inbound agents, not like an outbound agent, a lot of time the conversation is predefined or it's more contented. Right, so it's much more complex for the inbound agents because people can throw just a curveball to you, right, and talking something probably out of the box. So how you're able to handle the multi-intent queries, right, and importantly to provide a contextual response is crucial. And meanwhile, the inbound agents is also be able to escalate the complex scenarios to the human agents. Yet, meanwhile, to provide the 7x24, the support. Okay, just now, these two agents, for the outbound agents and the inbound agents, they can work independently. All right, so the agent co-pilot is ready to assist your human agents. So for example, it can provide a real-time response suggestion, all right, to give tips, how you address the customer query properly. And also it can reduce the knowledge retrieval, and sometimes the agents need to do a lot of research, right? So these are the areas Agent Copilot is able to assist and give the accuracy, response. And the last part is that we call the AI recruiter. All right, the people retention training is always pertaining persistent issues in the contact center. So for AI recruiter, it can help to automate high volume hiring from the screening to sourcing to communication and to interviewing. All right, so basically it can cut down the screening time and improve accuracies, and while provide a very comprehensive recommendation and the report. Okay, so we talk about AI agents, AI workforce, hire in the contact center, and you can apply them to different channels. You can use them through the web chat or the WhatsApp, as well as AI voice bot. Okay, so let's zoom into a little bit about the customer experience as well as the customer interactions. So let me give you an example. Last time how my friend, faced the challenges. He was flying to a foreign country and he lost his luggage. Right? Then he's trying to contact, the airport, the airlines. Initially he was like, have to call everyone, and every time he need to repeat his stories, and even within the airport, there are multiple people calling him without knowing the context. He have to repeat himself again and again. All right, so this is very much caused by the fragmented memories and create a very, how should I say, depressed, the user experience. And on top of that, a lot of time when you're trying to call the contact center, right, you always like press 1 for the, press 2, press 3, go to all the different menus. I have seen a website is teaching all the people what are the speed, the key combination to quickly talk to the agents. Right? So because a lot of time the customer are trapped into all the predefined the loops. So the other thing is we talk about the scalability, all right, especially for the single high volume operations. Because a lot of time you want to run the campaigns, or after you run the campaigns, there's a large volume of people like calling in. How you're able to handle that instead of using a linear way to scale your agents. So AI agent, AI workforce can potentially assist you. So that's how AI workforce changed the interaction. Very much from the script interaction, we call it to agentic conversation. So from very much script, all right, so fixed, rule-based, predefined, to intent-driven. So that means AI workforce, AI agents, it listen to your conversation and understand the sentence structure, and then know what you're looking for, and they're able to address properly. The other one is very react, right? So for the predefined, the roof flows and all this, so it's very much based on all the predefined scenarios, triggers, so that it will know how to respond. But from the AI perspective, it's very much autonomous. Right? It proactively decide and move towards the goal. It can make a decision on their own. And then the other one is isolate, right? Because a lot of time in the traditional contact centers, even through the multi-channels, people call through the different channels and the different interactions, it can tend to have a lot of silos. But within the AI agent, with the memories, right, that you can configure the long-term memories so you retain the context through all the channels. So it's really to implement the true omni-channel experience. Take a look for the AI workforce for the financial institution. So these four names are pretty self-explanatory, right? Running the sales campaigns, collections, lifestyle activations, customer service. Let me give you a little more example, a deep example. For example, like cross-sell activation for personal loans. So we have the customer, they provide the loans, and they find that once the loans even the loans are approved, the customer are not drawing down. All right, so that's why they use the AI workforce through the WhatsApp as well as the voice to activate and boost the loan activation. And also, another classic example is for credit card. All right, so the credit card, for our data, the cost usually is always done by the human being. But in this case, they deploy the AI workforce to do the reminder, right? And also provide, the strategy, early collections, early strategy, or even to work out the installments with the customer. And also for the dormant users reactivation, there's a security trading company. They have a lot of customer, like dormant customer, not active, right? So they use the AI agent to call these people to understand their intent, and once they find that the interest to continue, so they will pass on to the RM, right, relationship manager, and to follow up. So a little more, out of the FSI industry, financial industry, the sales campaign, same, voice contact center upgrade, booking. Just now, I heard in the previous presenter talking about the booking, queries, accounts, billings, right? And the satisfaction surveys, right? Go to also talk about this, how about the feedback, all right? So similar type of use cases for the telco, all right? So that they are trying to promote some of the bundles, all right? And to understand the intent and to do the proper follow-up. And for the customer inbound, the customer assistance, some of our customers working in the public service hotlines, when they receive some of the, the queries, so they will get a real-time recommendation from the AI agents on how to handle all of these requests properly. And their recruiters, all right? I mentioned just now about the AI recruiters. So we assist a global leading BPO companies to quickly gear up, the interviews, and to speed up the recruitment, because they really wanted to, their customer actually really want to, hire several hundreds of people within 2 weeks. So that's where the AI helps, and which is almost cannot imagine, use a traditional approach. Okay, so in the countries, in the ASEAN countries, I encounter a lot of questions. People ask, hey, when you're using AI force, are you here to replace the human being? All right, how your AI workforce work closely with human being, and where is the role and the responsibilities? So this is where how we believe AI workforce to transform the contact center. We believe a hybrid model, so which is a human plus the AI workforce. Let's take a look. AI agents, it does routine and the repetitive the work, all right? It also assists with the knowledge retrieval, summaries, and the reminders, right? Even the document processings. It provides a 7x24 and the multilingual support. Because traditionally, to hire someone to do the duty 7x24 and as well as the multilingual is very, very expensive, right? With the AI agents, you can do this easily. For the human being, you still have a value, actually a lot of values. All right, so values in the sense that you handle exceptional as well as the complex case or even escalations, sometimes even manage the customer emotions. All right, and you solve the high-stake issues and make the critical judgment. So human beings are here to make judgment and take on the responsibility. But meanwhile, you also help to coach, supervise, and constantly help the AI agent to improve. When we look at the key metrics, AI-powered contact center, so it improves customer experience, right? Provide a more consistent approach. Your AI agents, you can turn on immediately. You don't need to 6 to 9 months trainings, on-job trainings. It can be ready from the day one. On the other hand, you can improve agent productivity. We talk about AHT, right? Averaging handling time, how you minimize it. Yet, reduce the cost per contact. Improve the availability, as I mentioned, 7x24 and multilingual now is no longer an expensive option for you. And scalability, customer insights, and overall, the business outcome. So as a summary, Agentic AI liberates human touch for high-value resolution. All right, so it's not just share the pies, which you already have, but to make the cake bigger. That's how the AI agent to help. Okay, so I think this is very critical slides. A lot of people will ask, all right, hey, AI agents, what's the business model? All right, how you align my business outcome? So that's current the business model I shared with you, and how the AI agent help you to drive the ROIs. The first, for AI agents, that you can charge by the, link to the task volume, and you can charge by the reports, you can charge by service hours. All right, this is one way, traditional way. And also, there's some of the role-based approach. For example, how much is your credit assessor, what's the month's salary, right? So from that perspective, if the AI workforce can potentially, take certain percentage of his task, then at a certain cost. So this is very much from the role-based perspective, especially for the high-cost country. This makes a lot of sense. The last one, which we believe very, very aligned, is to the customer, the business result outcome, is we call the performance-based. All right, so we align to the customer's KPIs and the business outcome, predefined. Then we do the revenue and the profit sharings. So those are 3 models which can be used either one or maybe combined together. Okay, I'm not sure whether there's any technical roles, the solution roles here. Usually I cannot stop finish a presentation without talking about some of the architecture background, right? So I think this is important that the first one you look at the bottom, all right? So we talk about a Dyna.Ai LLM, or you can use LLM. So the trend in the industry is we call the LLM agnostic. All right? I also heard some of the friends just now, they're talking about it. They have the Indonesia Bahasa specific LLM, Malayo Bahasa LLM, and all this. We can integrate with them seamlessly. This is crucial. All right? Of course, ASR, TTS, knowledge base, and memories. So this built at this layer. Then on top of that, we call the AI capabilities. All right? So which is all the multi-channels, the voice text transfer, the chat flows, omni-channels, right? And some of the AI contact center capability, for example, like dashboards, routings, task monitoring. And on the top, so these are all the solutions, which are the key use cases. Omni-channel solution, inbound, outbound, and Copilot. All right, so I'm not going to zoom into every single details, but I'm just sharing with you. These are the solutions which are available. Okay, so I always believe talking is cheap. All right, so next step, I'm going to let my colleague, my team members to share some real-time experience. Let you sense how AI agents perform. Please.
Thank you, Lawrence. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So before we proceed with the demo, there's one question that I want to ask every one of you. So when was the last time you talked to a customer care agent and you really feel that you're being listened to, that you feel heard? There is one situation in the call center where the agent always calls with a repetitive script, and the agent is rushing to do the closing. They rush to do the conversion, and you feel like you are just another target on their list. Yeah, this is a challenge in the customer experience. But what if there is a call journey that starts from a customer being skeptic, being suspicious, but it ends with the customer himself being proactive to ask for follow-up or callback schedule? And this is what we are going to show you, our Dyna.AI voice agent, from skeptical to enthusiastic. And now we will proceed with the live demo. Okay, so my colleague has triggered a call to me, and now we are waiting for the agent to do a live call. Yep, so I already got the call. And now we are going to pick it up.
Siang, perkenalkan saya Tiara dari Dyna Bank. Mohon maaf mengganggu, betul ya, ini terhubung dengan Ibu Santia.
Dari mana nih penipuan ya?
Baik, saya dari tim konsumer kredit Dyna Bank. Ini adalah panggilan layanan khusus untuk nasabah terpilih, bukan penawaran umum. Nomor Ibu tercatat di database kami. Baik, jadi di sini sebagai nasabah terpilih, Ibu mendapat akses ke produk kredit pilihan Dyna dengan syarat yang ringan, seperti kartu kredit, Dyna Pay Later, atau KTA. Sebelum penjelasan lebih lanjut, boleh saya tahu dulu apa saat ini Ibu ada rencana pembelian atau belanja dengan nominal besar, butuh dana tambahan, atau ingin kemudahan dalam transaksi sehari-hari?
Jangan lama-lama ya Mbak, jangan minta-minta data saya juga.
Baik, saya tidak akan meminta data pribadi dan penjelasannya hanya sekitar 2 menit. Jadi ini murni informasi produk yang sudah telah disetujui untuk Ibu tanpa kewajiban, tanpa pengisian formulir, dan tanpa biaya apapun. Apa boleh saya tahu, saat ini Ibu lebih...
Ya Mbak, gimana coba diulangi lagi?
Kalau boleh saya tahu, saat ini Ibu lebih Baik, jadi ini penawaran khusus untuk nasabah Dyna Bank tanpa biaya, tanpa komitmen, dan tanpa minta data tambahan. Ada 3 pilihan. Pertama, kartu kredit Dyna untuk belanja harian dengan cashback hingga 5% dan cicilan 0% di merchant partner.
Saya biasanya cuma belanja online dong sih Bu.
Yang bisa dicicil Nah, pas banget. Untuk belanja online, Dyna Pay Later cocok sekali, limit mulai 2 juta, cicilan 3, 6, 9, atau 12 bulan, dan bunga promo bisa mulai dari 0%. Aktivasinya cepat lewat aplikasi Dyna, tanpa perlu ke cabang. Kira-kira dari sisi Ibu gimana? Ada yang ingin ditanyakan lebih dulu?
Persyaratannya ribet nggak ya? Kalau ribet saya nggak mau deh.
Baik, untuk Dyna.Ai letter syaratnya simpel, WNI usia 21 sampai 55 tahun tetap dan sudah jadi nasabah aktif Dyna Bank. Dokumen hanya KTP, tidak perlu slip gaji atau NPWP untuk limit awal. Kalau boleh saya tanya, apa yang paling bikin Ibu khawatir soal prosesnya?
Syaratnya gimana? Ya udah, caranya gimana deh?
Baik, setelah Ibu menyatakan minat, tim sales Dyna akan menghubungi dalam 3 hari ke depan, cukup lewat telepon tanpa perlu datang ke cabang. Mereka akan jelaskan langkah pasti aktivasi, simulasi cicilan, dan bunga yang berlaku untuk Ibu. Apa berkenan saya jadwalkan panggilan singkat tersebut?
Ya udah, tapi paling besok sebelum jam 10 ya, jangan lama-lama.
Baik, Ibu Santia. Besok sebelum jam 10, tim sales Dyna akan menghubungi Ibu lewat nomor ini untuk menjelaskan Dyna Pay Later khusus untuk belanja online dengan cicilan ringan. Apa ada permintaan khusus yang ingin disiapkan oleh tim sales kami? Oke, saya ulangi ya Ibu. Besok sebelum jam 10.
Ya udah, boleh sekalian promonya ya, Mbak.
Waktunya. Selamat beraktivitas kembali ya Ibu. Semoga sehat selalu.
Okay, so that was an experience of our live calls. So I apologize before because there is some feedback sound from the mic, that you can see that the conversation between the agent and the customer is very consistent and it's very seamless. And before we start with the next slide, so I want to say some closing statement that usually the most challenge from a CX experience is the consistency. So I believe that consistency is not only about whether the agents can deliver the same response on the first call, on the 1,000 call, on the million call, but consistency is about having the same empathy, honesty, and respect throughout the call, no matter who is on the end of the line, whether the customer is skeptical or enthusiastic. And we are here to help with that. And okay, so we are going to the next slide. Yep, so this is actually our call center platform. It's integrating the customer experience also, because you can see from our platform, we actually already prepare a set of available agents, that we normally use. Yep, this is our agent library. And yeah, I can continue. And if we don't have any agents that we want inside the agent library, we can just create our own agents in just 3 simple steps. So just choose the agent name, give the language, and choose the role for the agents. And then when you click create, and the platform would instantly create the workflow for you. So now workflow creation is not a problem anymore, because we have solved that. I think that's all the live demo for us, and give it back to Lawrence. Thank you.
Thank you, Luis. Luis, the pointer, Luis, I still need a pointer. Yeah, thank you. You're very excited, to bring this, Okay, thanks. So, I'm not sure whether Luis just now fall into this like Outbound, the campaign call trap, all right? So a lot of time we can sense that, that the agent is very passionate, right? And very, very talkative. And the human So human sounds more robotic, right? So sometimes I have to clarify, which one is the agent, which one is the human, all right? And also this one is just to show to everyone here, build the agent probably just take that like 30 seconds, right? Okay, I'm not trying to oversimplify this, right? But this is how we make everything simple. All right, okay, I know I'm standing in between your lunch and the long days. Okay, let me end this with a 2 actual case, right? So we are not just talking, but they are real deployment. For example, we have one BPO company, in Indonesia. So basically their customer is really gearing up. They have a humongous amount of data is coming, so the business volume spike. Right, this is a good problem to the BPO company. Traditional, what they do, they have to hire the people, they have to train, and they have to, do all the engagement and all this. This easily takes several months. All right. So, but deploy the AI agent immediately. They are able to code all these requirements. And meanwhile, the other thing is the other thing is they find that, the recovery rates, right, for the long delinquency remains slow. So with the AI workforce, you reach out to the people, and we give the 3 voice agent. The reach rate increased to 9%, promise pay to the 6%, recovery improved. And one last thing I wanted to address that people ask me the question: do you think AI agent can do better than human? Initially, how the AI agent can talk smarter than human? Okay, what do we share with them? Why the result shows we are better? Okay, let me explain to you. It's not the AI agent can outsmart the human, can talk better, but it's the mechanism behind. For example, your human agent usually what do? You call the people in the morning after you go to tea break, then go to the lunch, afternoon, get a tie, right? You call to the people, your connected rate are getting lower. Right? Sometimes if you happen to quarrel with your girlfriend, boyfriend in the morning, then you have emotions and you talk to the customer, get angry. Right? So probably you're not that productive. But AI workforce, they reach out to the people at the best time. Right? I remember just now the BC, the presenter was talking, when is the right time? They choose the best time to reach out to the people with large skill. Right? So that's push the connected rate as well as push the satisfaction and push out the results. So that's how AI workforce to help to deliver the results. Okay, that's pretty much the end of my presentation. I mean, by the way, I have my own AI twins. You can set up your AI twins. My kids really like this. They feel like look like the Harry Potter. First time, my kids like give some positive feedback about my job. Yeah. So this is my AI agents. You can feel free, to connect and all my contact details are there. And also, if you are keen to build your own AI agent and the twins, feel free to scan this. Okay, that's all ends my presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Terima kasih.
ICCA present. Executive Seminar. Customer experience readiness. Are you ready to deliver consistent customer experience?